Hello students, welcome to another lecture of pharmacology, and in today's lecture we will be discussing about pharmacokinetics. In this we'll be studying about the membrane transport of drugs, absorption of drugs and distribution of drugs. So coming to the definition of pharmacokinetics, it is a quantitative study of the movement of the drug throughout the body and out of the body as well. Right? Now, the overall scheme of pharmacokinetics is defined in this particular image which you can see. The intensity of response is related to the concentration of the drug at the site of action, which in turn is dependent on its pharmacokinetic property. Therefore, we can say that pharmacokinetic determine the route of administration, the dose, the time of the peak action, duration of action, and the frequency of administration of a particular drug. So, talking about the biological membrane, our biological membrane is a bilayer of phospholipids and cholesterol molecule in which the polar group, like the hydroxyl group, are mainly oriented at the two surfaces, and the non-polar, for example, the hydrocarbon chain, are embedded in the matrix to form a continuous sheet. This imparts high electric resistance and relative impermeability to the biological membrane. Extrinsic and intrinsic protein molecules, they are absorbed on the lipid bilayer only. Drugs can be transported across the biological membrane through two processes. One can be passive diffusion and filtration, and the second can be specialized transport. So talking about passive diffusion, the drug diffuses across the membrane in the direction of its concentration gradient, and the membrane plays no active role in this process. Now, this is the most important mechanism of majority of drugs, and drugs are mainly foreign substances and they are specialized in their mechanism. Lipid soluble drug, they diffuse by dissolving in the lipid matrix of the membrane. The rate of transport is mainly proportional to the lipid water partition coefficient of the drug, and a more lipid soluble drug attains high concentration in the membrane and diffuses more quickly, because we studied that the composition of the biological membrane is lipid. Talking about filtration. Filtration is a passive process in which passage of drug occurs through the aqueous pores in the membrane or through paracellular spaces present in the membrane. This can be accelerated if hydrodynamic flow of the solvent is occurring under hydrostatic or osmotic pressure gradient. Lipid insoluble drugs, they cross biological membrane by filtration if their molecular size is smaller than the diameter of the pores which are present. Now comes your specialized transport. Now, specialized transport can either be carrier mediated or it can occur by pinocytosis. Talking about carrier mediated transport, all cell membrane, they express a host transmembrane protein which serves as a carrier or a transporter for various physiological important ions, nutrients, metabolites to cross the membrane. At some sites, certain transporters, they also translocate certain drugs and their metabolite, right? In contrast to channels which open for a finite time and allow passage of specific ion, transporters, they combine with their substrate and undergo a conformational change carrying the substrate to the other side of the membrane, where the substrate, it dislocates and the transporter returns back to its original state. And carrier transport is therefore specific for a particular substrate. Now, depending upon the requirement of the energy, your carrier transport can be divided into two categories, one being your facilitated diffusion and the other being your active transport. Facilitated diffusion, in this mainly what happens, the transporter operates passively without needing energy and translocates the substrate in the direction of its electrochemical gradient, meaning that it moves from high concentration area to low concentration area. Talking about active transport, it requires energy and is inhibited by metabolic poisons and transports the solute against its electrochemical gradient, meaning it transports the substance from low concentration gradient to high concentration gradient, resulting in selective accumulation of substance on one side of the membrane. So talking about pinocytosis, pinocytosis is mainly a process of transport of a substance across the cell in particulate form by the formation of vesicles. Now this is applicable to proteins and other big molecules and contribute to little transport of most drugs. So thank you so much, dear students. This was all in today's lecture. If you have any queries, any doubt in today's lecture, please feel free to reach out to me. In our next lecture, we will be discussing about other parts of your pharmacokinetics, that is absorption of drug and distribution of drugs. So thank you for attending today's class.